Hey there, and welcome back to the fishing reports for Pelican Lake. Yep, fishing opener was this weekend. It's now legal to fish for pretty much all species here in northern Minnesota. So we've got our newest fishing report ready for you to give you an idea of how we do these reports. What I do is I go talk to other fishermen. Sometimes I go fishing myself. I didn't have time this weekend, a little bit too busy getting everything ready. But I went and talked to other fishermen on the lake. I talked to 7 different fishermen, asked them how things are going, got pictures from them of what they were catching and things, and where they were catching them and such, to help bring you the current fishing report. So weather this weekend, oh my goodness, you're probably aware it was hot, not warm, hot. Just to give you an exact idea of how hot it was, we got above 90 twice this weekend, okay? Both yesterday and Sunday, we were above 90, 91 and 92 to be exact. And Saturday, it was 88 degrees here on Pelican Lake. It was super hot. Everyone's out there fishing in shorts and tank tops and t-shirts. Nobody had a jacket on. You know, most years or many years we talk about bringing like your snowmobile bibs and heavy jackets and all that sort of stuff and rain gear. Nope. None of that was needed this weekend. And it's just crazy because a week ago yesterday, Monday, May 5th, we still had ice floating on the lake out there. Sunday, we had quite a bit of ice. So less than a week later, after having ice in the lake, we were above 90 and it was hot. So water temperature right now, what does the sun and all this hot air do to our water temperature? Well, a week ago, the water temperature was 39 degrees the day the ice came off. It was chilly, okay? Got up in the 40s pretty quickly, then we kind of hovered, and then all this hot air moved in on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the water temperature spiked right up there, okay? This morning I went out, I was out there on the lake, and it was 57 degrees on the surface temperature. I did hear reports of some parts of the lake, like the north side and things, on Saturday evening, Sunday evening, after they've been beat by the sun all day, that they were bumping 60 degrees on surface temperature. That warmed up fast. What does that do to the fishing? Well, it didn't seem to hurt it this weekend, I'll tell you. Fishing out there was pretty good, especially if you're into bass, pike, or crappie fishing. So the bass fishing was absolutely phenomenal, particularly for largemouth. There were quite a few nice smallmouth caught, but a lot of largemouth. Let's take a look at some of those. All right, we've got John. John is from Maine, came all the way here to Pelican Lake to fish. Got some really nice bass, big old hogs. John's friend, also named John, from Hibbing, Minnesota, not very far away, also caught some really nice bass. Here's Bill, beautiful bass. Jim, Mike. Okay, if you can't tell, not only were the bass biting, but big bass were biting really well. They haven't had a lot to eat out there. They've been, very hungry. They're very aggressive right now. What are they biting on? Well, they are biting on live bait somewhat, but crankbaits, rattle traps, those sort of things are doing very, very well, especially chili crock colors. Okay. How about a fish you'd like to eat? My favorite, crappie. Crappie fishing was pretty good as well. Slip bobber with a minnow seemed to be best. As is usual this time of year, the north side of the lake is your better side right now for crappie fishing because that's your warmer water. Okay. Some nice pictures. Again, Mike, Jim, okay, some great crappie being caught. Walleye, you're probably saying, hey, what about the walleye report? We did have some walleye caught. They didn't take pictures of them. I asked the guys about it. I said, yeah, we caught some walleye, but the bass fishing's so good. We just kept bass fishing. We just threw those walleyes right away so we cast again for another bass. Okay, so they're catching walleye while they're bass fishing. One guy told me he caught a walleye on a spoon. They were trolling, looking for bass and pike. Caught a walleye. He said it was 16 inches long. So his name's Jerry. So that was pike fishing. Lots of pike being caught. Okay, there's loads of pike. Biggest pike this week is right here with Mike. It's the biggest one I've heard of. 37.5 inches long. And we had some nice pike caught this weekend. The wow factor fish story I heard this week comes from John and John.
There he is. He's gonna jump. Fish number 150.
You're not lying.
That's how it's done, boys.
Oh, it's just a little one.
On Saturday, on opening day, these guys came in at 3:30 in the afternoon. I talked to them on the dock out there, And I said, hey, what are you guys doing? You know, you're back already? They showed me their thumbs. Their thumbs were rubbed pretty raw. They had combined for 160 bass already in the day. They said they were too tired. They're going to be done fish, take the day off. They went out on Sunday, fished part of the day again, got a late start, caught another 70. That's 230 bass caught in 2 days. Oh my goodness. Talk about crazy fishing out there for bass fishing. So yeah, that is our fishing report for opening weekend here on Pelican Lake. We'll hope to get you another one next week. Supposed to be some not quite as hot weather coming in this weekend. Look like we might get some rain in. We are looking at some much lower temperatures. This Saturday's forecast, I think the high is showing 44 degrees. It'll be less than half the temperature this past week. If you want to see what Brock and I are up to all winter, go check out our main channel, Crazy Good Fishing. We had some really amazing fishing trips this winter. We took a couple, went down to South America. We both managed to land an arapaima. That is the world's largest freshwater fish. Those things are 6-7 feet long plus. Ours were 6 and 7 feet long that we caught. If you want to go see those, go check out our main channel, Crazy Good Fishing. And we want you guys to all know that this fishing report and all of the fishing reports this entire summer are sponsored by the Pelican Lake Resort Association. We want to thank them. If you're not already and you're coming up to the area, stop in a resort, say thank you to them for sponsoring these fishing reports. Maybe buy some gas from them, get some bait from them or something like that, help them out a little bit. So we want to thank them. If you enjoyed any part of this fishing report or you learned something, then please go ahead and leave a comment. Tell us that you enjoyed it. We really appreciate that. So I hope this helps you. Good luck out there fishing. We'll see you next time.